So our new story begins with Alisa, a beautiful half-Japanese half-Russian girl. She's the goddess of the school, and as you might expect everyone wants to date her. So this one guy also made an attempt to propose to her, but Alisa plainly rejected his proposal, because Alisa has her eyes already set on the guy who sits right next to her in class. His name is Masachika, and he's slacker and an anime otaku, so naturally Alisa don't like him sleeping in the class because he stays up all night watching anime. But this time Masachika was cooped up in episode discussion after he watched the anime. Discussion ran late and Alisa realized that Masachika is just stupid. But sometimes she says many things in Russian so that Masachika couldn't understand what she said, and when Masachika forgot his textbook he was sharing it with Alia but his attention was elsewhere. So Alia stabbed him with a pencil and his scream took the attention of the teacher, so teacher asked him a question and Alia showed him the answer, but the answer was wrong. So she answered it correctly and said she was just showing him the question. She clearly did it on purpose and spoke in Russian and said she called him stupid. But actually she said Masachika is cute, bro could understand Russian plain as a day, and she openly flirts in Russian, but if Masachika admits he knows Russian, Alia might lose consciousness. So he had kept it a secret even now. Then Masachika took out his phone to pull some gacha game and rolled out a pretty anime girl with silver hair, so Alia got jealous because her hair is silver too. Then later at the cafeteria, one of Masachika's friend was desperate to get a girl and their student council girl showed up. Alia and her sister are in student council. And rumors has it that Alia's older sister has a boyfriend, but Takeshi won't get a shot on anyone. So Takeshi got sad that Masachika gets to be friends with Alia and they are also close to each other. Alia never talks to anyone, so Takeshi thought of hitting on Yuki. But she has rejected more dudes than Alia, but Masachika had no interest in it and saw Yuki behind, and looking at him she brought Alia here to have lunch together. And sitting together Masachika and Yuki were talking comfortably, which makes our Russian cutie jealous, but Yuki and Masachika goes way back to childhood, that's why. But these two got away because Takeshi can't handle these ladies' charm, so Yuki got close to Masachika to ask him to join student council again with her. In middle school he was vice president and Yuki was president, but Masachika declined, and Alia was surprised because she never thought Masachika could be friends with a girl. But he told her she's also his friends, which puts her in a good mood, so she got away with that. But Masachika had a friend when he was a kid. She was a Russian. And he learned Russian just to talk with her. But it was a long time ago and he never met her again. Then he got to school early to set everything up and there Alia came in. He saw her niece's socks were drenched and she told him it happened because of a truck. But she has some spare socks in her locker and removed the socks right then and there. Boy was embarrassed, so to tease him, Alia asked him to bring out her socks because she already removed this one, so following the order Masachika brought it to her and she told him to put it on her, as in a reward for bringing it. But in Russian she said it's also a reward for her, so Masachika mans up and started to do his work, but accidentally he touched the heaven's door and in embarrassment when Alia kicked him. He saw her white panties as well, surely that was one hell of a luck, but he thought the girl was angry so he apologized, but Alia wasn't mad. Instead she apologized for kicking him and wanted to check him if he got hurt, but Masachika blurted out that he saw her heaven's door so he's thankful to her. That did the work and she punched him and ran off, so he started to chase her down, but she didn't stop and both ran through the whole school and stopped after they ran out of breath. There Alia said it's alright because it was partly her fault as well, so to make it up, Masachika presented her favorite drink, but again she said in Russian while drinking that she could give him a sip. It means an indirect kiss for sure, but bro chickened out and pretends he didn't quite get it, and seeing it, Alia thought how cute he is because he does not understand Russian, but secretly, the guy does. Then the next day, he went to the storage to help student council out, but he was rough with words, so Yuki told him to be gentle, and both started to act around like cute buddies. And seeing them Alia sure was jealous, so Masachika gets to the work and helps them out. And seeing them talking too much, Alia again reminds them they are here for work. In jealousy she again started to speak in Russian and calls out to Masachika to come to her, but what a situation Masachika got, that he can't do anything to her. Then after helping them out he met the student council pres, Kanzaki, and he thanked Masachika for helping out in the storage. But to show more sincerity Kanzaki wanted to buy him dinner because there's no one who's gonna cook for Masachika at home. Yuki knew that too, so Kanzaki asked out both Yuki and Alia as well. They had no problem, so the four went to have dinner. There Kanzaki asked Masachika to join the student council, but he declined, so Yuki also tried to persuade him. But Masachika thought Yuki doesn't need him because she's going to be the next president. But their Alya was in the election as well for the spot of president, which was unexpected. And their dinner came in and their talk got over. Then Masachika was walking Alya home, and after dropping her off halfway through, he returns home and saw Miss Yuki was at home reading a romance manga. She's pretending to be Masachika's childhood friend, and she doesn't see any difference between childhood friend and otaku siblings. And she's totally stern about it, but she called time off because the manga she was reading, in it, the big brother of heroine was kissing her, so Masachika thought they must be step-siblings. But what's the fun in that? Yuki wanted it to be real siblings, and she threatened the guy to think it that way, so presenting Yuki, Masachika's actual little sister. And she wakes him up in the morning like a cute little sister because today was a shopping day, but her attention got hooked in an adaptation of the movie. And Masachika barely stopped her from going there. They were here to shop for her clothes, but Masachika felt the gazes of a silver-haired girl. That's funny that he noticed now. Yuki knew the silver-haired girl's gaze were on them the moment they entered this floor, so Masachika knew what Alya's gonna think, and there Yuki goes over to talk to her. Their Alya made up she didn't got time to say hello, which was a white lie and these duo knew it, but since she's here Yuki invited her to have lunch with them. Masachika was unclear if they should take her there, and Alya asked Masachika if he had a problem with that, so he couldn't answer and told Alya that place serves extremely spicy ramen. Yet she didn't have problem and saw the restaurant was named Hell's Cauldron, and even their menu here were named after hell. So Masachika gave her the hint to go with the first dishes for starters and everyone ordered the same, but she saw Yuki was in boyish clothes today. And Yuki said it's her private time so she thought of fashion change. Yuki knew Alya is jealous so she told her she was in bed with Masachika this morning and asked him to let her borrow his shirt. And any reason he made Alya wasn't gonna buy it, but the order came before things got down further. It was some really spicy ramen, so Alya started to cry and speaks in Russian that it's spicy. Yet she pretends it's nothing, so Yuki told her to try out this sauce if she likes it. Yuki was pure evil, and the sauce was actually the chili sauce that shook Alya's world. After that Yuki ran off to shop alone, and Masachika brings out ice cream for the lady. There she asked Masachika to accompany her for shopping. But that just implies they're in a close relationship. But Alya didn't know this and Masachika understood. It's because she doesn't have any friends to go shopping. So he goes out with her and after she changed the clothes, she thought Masachika would give her a cold reaction if she shows her dresses to him. But actually, Masachika showered her with compliment. So Alya got embarrassed and bro also got a mental breakdown. So Alya pulls herself together and showed many other pretty dresses and Masachika kept complimenting her. And hearing this she got addicted to the compliments, and tried out a really sexy dress last time. She even possessed like this and saw Yuki got here. And now her image got ruined that she felt like disappearing, and that kept her in shock even after a while. But then Yuki and Masachika got off the train. And she noticed they both dropped out at the same station. But why? She's a slow one for sure, but our today's video comes to an end. But if you want to watch more episodes of this anime, please comment down in the comments section. Because I want to bring out only those anime that you all want to watch, and if you enjoyed the video, please like it to support me, then let's meet in the next video. Until then, goodbye.